In Eswatini, we are facing two challenges. One is the general water resource management, which is managed at a basin level, where apportioning water to all the users is really a challenge with different needs, power and financial muscle. The second problem is water and sanitation, where schemes or water systems are built and then handed over for management to communities. But communities struggle to create good governance that enable good management and consistent water supply. The second one, starting with, we are challenged mainly because access to water is really a challenge. While we have a lot of investment put to a number of schemes established all over the country, but we are experiencing far less than 30% of access to clean water. With issues of water management at a basin level, we find it difficult, particularly when we now have allocated users within the basins, who, as we come in as new entrants or new users, we find that there is no more water available for us to access for either doing agriculture or any industrial effort that we are trying to get into. So it really becomes a difficult space to develop or get any. It is a multi-stakeholder approach, and as a country water partnership, we've been really bringing stakeholders together, and it has been very clear that a tripartite arrangement where government deals with policies that can enable the access to be equitably distributed, and then we've got the users and institutions that are built to support those users, like your river basin authorities, being able to bring those users to come up with a clear voice. And then you have private sector in particular, who holds the potential to provide finance and direction to how innovatively we can solve some of the issues we face. But without these three parties sort of being synchronized very well, we struggle. We are really intrigued of the information that is required, because we lack even accountability at our level of who is using how much and how much is actually available. We aim to understand the demand and even project it in the future of water needs within basins and for household and home use. We also need information to support decision making in terms of what the effect of certain policies will be, because currently we're struggling with policies that were created 20 to 30 years ago, which now needs to be repealed, but data is not sufficient to tell us the right direction. We also need to understand the resource itself, know the amount of water, particularly the issue of groundwater, which we know very little. We have very little information of the surface water and the runoff, and what that will mean, particularly in a changing climate, so that we plan ahead on what will be possible and how to satisfy all the needs. So that is very, very crucial for us to also know the expertise that is available and what are the needs in terms of growing it, because that's the expertise that will grow the knowledge and the skills that are needed for our future plans.